Hello, my friends on YouTube. Today I would like to speak to you about a subject that when I started this channel I spoke of, but then I stopped. That was would Saudi Arabia and Islam stand the coming storm? It's the second or the third video I put on YouTube. You can go back and check this. And I spoke that there is a storm coming. And I felt that Saudi Arabia and Islam will not withstand this storm. However, I kind of gave up on my idea. And I felt maybe Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia, is a different man, a different breed of people, a person who is well educated. He seems to be changing things slowly. And I commended him on the positive things that he changed. For example, he allowed women to drive cars. He allowed movie theaters. He built opera houses. He allowed fashion shows. So many things, like they were kind of like going forward. So I thought maybe I made a mistake. Maybe we give this man a chance. So I actually commended him on the good, positive things that I have seen. And I was hoping that he would go forward in that manner. However, reality now, it is different. Why? Because he put many people, men and women, in prison. He tortured them. And I heard some people, analysts, they say that he actually molested some women, prisoners. He raped them, or this very hard to prove, but it's not far-fetched. Yeah, he could have done it. A person who would give the order to kill and cut a person to pieces and melt him and flush him down the drain, yes, he can rape. It's not far that he would do something like that. Now, I'm calling this video, would Saudi Arabia and Islam withstand the coming storm 2, section 2, or part 2? And the reason is, I don't think so. Neither Saudi Arabia, nor Islam, nor Mohammed bin Salman would stand any longer. He may appear cool and collected, and he's going to Buenos Aires, Argentina, representing Saudi Arabia, and he's smiling, talking with Macron. And that show will end soon. The people of Saudi Arabia, his people, are sick and tired. When I say sick and tired, I'm going to draw a parallel between Mohammed bin Salman and Muhammad, the founder of Islam. What happened to Muhammad, the founder of Islam, and I predict that the same thing will happen to Mohammed bin Salman, although I'm not advocating violence or murder, just to be clear. Let's go back to Muhammad, the founder of Islam. At certain point, near the end of the life of Muhammad, people, actually his own people, wanted to get rid of him. They felt it was too much. Not so many people know that, but Muhammad, the founder of Islam, was poisoned. A Jewish woman. The Sunnis, there are two sects in Islam, Sunni and Shiite. The majority are Sunnis. The Sunnis believe that a Jewish woman poisoned him, and three years later he died. She poisoned him when he went the city of Khaybar, the Jewish city. He killed the man, raped the daughter of the head of the tribe. Her name is Safiya bint Huyay. I made a video also about the rape of Safiya bint Huyay. You can go and check this video. And he sold the boys, and he did a lot of atrocity. So one Jewish woman cooked him and his gang, a meal, and she poisoned that meal. And 3 years later, he died affected by this meal. That does not hold water. However, this is what the Sunnis believe. Okay, I don't believe this what happened, although if he had died immediately after eating, yes, I would believe it. However, Muslims tend to, especially Sunnis, well, both of them, when they are in trouble, they will blame it on the Jews. Any mistake or any difficulty, the Jews did that to us. There's problem in Quran, the Jews did it. So anyway, but that's not the issue. When you read the story of the Shiite, although they are minority in Islam, it holds water. It holds more water. And it is two of Muhammad's wives. Each one is a daughter of one of the first follower. The first follower was Abu Bakr. His daughter was the 6 years old Aisha, who Muhammad married. The second disciple, his name was Omar, and his daughter was Hafsa. Also, he gave to Muhammad to marry. These two women wanted to get rid of Muhammad so that their fathers inherit the wealth in the caliphate. So the four of them worked together to poison him. That holds water, because after his death, even though he wanted his nephew to take over, it was not his nephew who took over. They killed his nephew. Actually, he took over later, but at the end he was killed. Abu Bakr, the first disciple, the father of Aisha, he took over. Some people say he also was poisoned, who knows by who. And then the second disciple, Omar, took over, and he also was killed. And the third was killed, and the fourth was killed. And the reason they were not killed by the Jews, actually, or the Chinese, or the Japanese, or the Buddhists, or the Hindus. They killed each other. And the reason was there was no faith, there was no religion, it was business, it was a bunch of gangsters trying to make money and take women for their own pleasure. Why am I saying this story? Because what Muhammad did in his life, Muhammad, the founder of Islam, did in his lifetime, ended him up dying this miserable death. Hence, when a tyrant like Muhammad bin Salman is doing what he is doing, what do you think your fate would be? Do you think people will buy you a bouquet of flowers and say, here, this is for you because we love you, killing, especially the journalists? Do you think they are going to talk well about you, or they are going to expose you? I mean, you're so stupid. I mean, if you, as you have done, I'm talking to Mohammed bin Salman, as you had done with the business people in Saudi Arabia, these people, many of them made their money the honest way. They worked. They worked for it. You put them prisoner in a hotel, and you strip them of their money for your own use. For your own use. You bought personal things with this money. Okay? You abused your authority. What do you think these people will do? Now, because of your situation, you're going down, and they will unite against you. That's automatic. I'm not asking people to do that, but that is a common sense that will take place. What happens when these powerful, biggest business people in Saudi Arabia, and they have their connections outside of Saudi Arabia, unite against you? What will happen to you? What happened to Muhammad, the founder of Islam? He followed the path of violence. He died in violence. You did the same. It's not that I want this to happen, but I feel that is your fate. Thank you very much. We'll see you again.